What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated American heavyweight contender, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, has announced that he will be making a ring return July 9th in Las Vegas, Nevada, with opponent still to be determined. With that said, we know Jarrell Big Baby Miller has been inactive since failing multiple performance-enhancing drug tests with USADA ahead of his highly anticipated huge opportunity showdown with then undefeated unified British heavyweight world champion superstar boxer Anthony Joshua, in which Anthony Joshua history was rewritten as Anthony Joshua took on Andy Ruiz Jr., was upset June 1st at Madison Square Garden, which was supposed to be Jarrell Big Baby Miller, as it was a fight in New York, as Jarrell Big Baby Miller is from Brooklyn, so it was a homecoming fight for Jarrell Big Baby Miller, and it was a title opportunity for Jarrell Big Baby Miller. All of that went by the wayside as he failed multiple tests. With that said, the boxing world, and I'm seeing boxing pundits and promoters, mainly Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, who promotes Anthony Joshua, and at the time was co-promoting Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And Eddie Hearn went on to say that he don't think that Anthony Joshua, that Jarrell Big Baby Miller should ever box again. That should be the punishment. And now you're getting more boxing pundits, and you're getting boxing scene and boxing articles writing reports saying that boxing is failing the sport by allowing Jarrell Big Baby Miller a pass to return to the ring. And my thing is this: where's all the outcry and all the outpour when it comes to one undefeated WBC, now newly crowned heavyweight world champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, who failed test, who then went on to say, this is all alleged, then went on to say that he ate bad boar meat, and that was the cause for his failed test. And then you get the farmer who was supposed to have provided the boar meat come out and say that he never provided Tyson Fury and his team with this boar meat. You had Canelo Alvarez, who failed, and they said, well, it's due to the meat over there in Mexico, so the meat is tainted, so we're going to stretch the limits to how much clenbuterol you can actually have in the system, especially if you're a fighter coming from Mexico. Well, nobody knows the true limits that these boxers are going to try to cover their tracks up when it comes to this situation. Jarrell Big Baby Miller was just one that was put on the forefront, caught out in the open. You had guys like Iron Mike Tyson, legendary former undisputed heavyweight champion, just come out recently and say that he was bucking the system, so to say, for 15 years before he was actually caught, and he was caught for, recreational use, right? But he went into detail as how he did it to wiggle around the system. I don't see an outcry towards Mike Tyson, because the sport of boxing picks and chooses who these outcries are towards. And because Jarrell Big Baby Miller is not the golden child, he's not the darling of the sport, right? He's not the cash cow or the face of the sport. It's okay to go against Jarrell Big Baby Miller. It's okay to condemn Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Right? Okay, but then Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder's situation arrives, and we see the situation with the gloves. We see the situation where We know Tyson Fury failed a test. We know that the provider of this so-called wild boar meat said that he never provided, and he has receipts and said that Tyson Fury and his team pretty much offered him money to say this. And then he said that he felt bad because he felt the world, this is Martin Carefoot, the provider, said that he felt bad because the world should know the truth and that he never provided Tyson Fury or his team with wild boar meat. He made this entire situation up because they offered him a certain amount of money and he wasn't compensated for his services. So he was blowing the whistle, in which he committed perjury against his own self. But he was willing to do so for the truth to come out and for the fact that he felt duped in the entire situation. But yet there's no outcry, no outpour for Tyson Fury. Actually, they ran an article right behind that article they did against going against Jarrell Big Baby Miller and saying the sport of boxing failed once again for allowing Jarrell Big Baby Miller to continue his career, to resume his career. They write an article about a movie and a documentary series for Tyson Fury. His comeback to the sport. This is a person that's, and this is no disrespect to Tyson Fury, because nobody's perfect. But at the end of the day, if we go, what's fair for the goose has to be fair for the gander. If you're gonna call it, let's call it straight. Let's not pick and choose who we so choose to say, well, this guy should never have an opportunity again, but this guy should be praised to the heavens because he's a comeback story. Well, Tyson Fury has been proven and let the world know that he has delved and indulged in these uses. Whether that be, and on top of it, we know that his cousin Huey Fury also failed the same test. And we know he indulged in recreational use. So where's the outcry towards that situation? He gets the benefit of the doubt. Why? Because he's more sellable than Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That's why. So it gets overlooked. They go deep into the dark side of the sport of boxing as to why the sport is failing, allowing Jarrell Big Baby Miller to resume his career and allow him to resume his job and to feed his family. They say they go into so many stories about guys that cheated within the sport and their opponents suffered longevity injuries. But yet, they don't go into other stories. Like Antonio Margarito's story with Miguel Cotto. When Deontay Wilder calls foul in the fight with Tyson Fury, no, Tyson Fury is awarded the benefit, and Deontay Wilder, who's never had any issues outside of the ring, who's never failed any performance enhancers tests, who has never have any of these events that arise against him for a black eye on his brand and his career, he's the one that's not given the benefit of the doubt. He's the one that's just being a sore loser. Like Miguel Cotto was considered a sore loser when he called foul against Antonio Margarito. Yet it took for Antonio Margarito to be caught in a future engagement, an event, and a future fight against Shane Mosley for Miguel Cotto to even be given any type of credit and sympathy for what he was saying. Why? Because at the time, Miguel Cotto and Margarito was considered sellable. So Jarrell Big Baby Miller is okay. Okay, yes. Was he proven to be cheated? Yes. Did he admit it? Yes. See, that's the difference. He came out and admitted to what he did. So because Tyson Fury is standing behind this wild boar meat, we give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we go on, you hear his promoter, Frank Warren, come out and state that Martin Carefoot, is totally wrong. And Frank Warren, I don't believe, was even Tyson Fury's promoter at the time. But yet, he's coming out and defending Tyson Fury against Martin Carefoot, yet you hear nothing. Nobody even asks Tyson Fury about Martin Carefoot. And then Tyson Fury is known now to be backed by a guy who has been involved in organized crime. But yet, once again, Tyson Fury gets the benefit of the doubt. Why is that? Why is that? Because, again, I'm going to tell you, because he's the face. He's a sellable product. Point blank and period. So Tyson Fury came out and thanked the guy who, Daniel Kinahan, who was the head of organized crime and corruption, yet Tyson Fury is still given the benefit of the doubt. Well, how many red flags have to be raised before anybody looks deeper into what take place? When? I know it will never happen because Tyson Fury, again, like I said, is a sellable product. He's a sellable product. They want to sell Tyson Fury to the world. So they're only going to talk about the dark side of the sport of boxing when it comes to a guy like Jarrell Big Baby Miller, because they feel like he's flying under the radar and they could get away with that. The sport of boxing has always had corruption involved in it. It's always been tied to organized crime. It's always been tied to underlying, situations. It's always been tied to some sort of corruption. Point blank and period. From the day it started. It was built off of that. But it's the sport that we love. But if you're going to call foul on one, you have to call foul on both. Point blank and period. Jarrell Big Baby Miller should be allowed to resume his career and be able to feed his family and provide for his family. Point blank and period. Explain, why does Tyson Fury get the benefit of the doubt when he has far more red flags raised than Jarrell Big Baby Miller? Why? Because Jarrell Big Baby Miller admitted to it. So Jarrell Big Baby Miller should have been better off. See, Anthony Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, is quick to make a fight between between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua because of the magnitude of the fight, but doesn't even want to look into giving Jarrell Big Baby and Miller another opportunity because he doesn't present the same revenue share in return. That's why. He doesn't represent the same dollar sign that Tyson Fury represents. Point blank and period. So this just once again proves my theory, and as I tell you guys, that Deontay Wilder gets automatically labeled sore loser, but Tyson Fury gets the benefit of the doubt. The proof is in the pudding, and we see why. So Jarrell Big Baby Miller is scheduled to come back July 9th. Kudos to Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Opponent to be announced. I can't wait to see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.